Run if you hear one of these 7 phrases from a man. In this video, we'll talk about toxic phrases that often hide certain manipulations that often have a strong impact on the person who is subjected to them. Often, this destroys self-esteem, often shatters one's sense of self and belief in themselves. Phrases like these can really do that, to build happy, strong, and harmonious relationships. So, what is this phrase? We'll talk about it in my video. And the first phrase is, "You're overcomplicating everything." This phrase indicates that the person doesn't want to take responsibility for certain actions or words. A person who devalues your emotions and your opinion. That is, what is important to you may not be important to him. And he tells you about it, that you are making it too complicated if it is not important to him. If it's not important to him, then it shouldn't be important to you. And what happens? There is emotional manipulation going on here. He makes you doubt the importance of what you're expressing. And at some point, you start to brush aside the issues that matter to you. This can lead to suppressing your personality. So that's the first toxic phrase. Next, the following one. You should trust me. Relationships are naturally built on trust. But when, instead of an open dialogue, the phrase, "you must trust me," is heard, blindly trusting, often such a phrase is used by people who have something to hide. People who aren't completely honest. He wants to cover up something unflattering or manipulate you. And yes, behind the phrase, "you must trust me," is hidden, in fact, more dishonesty on the part of the person who says it. Trust is built on open dialogue. When people communicate, when they open up to each other, this phrase is not expected. It does not even need to be voiced. People simply trust each other, but when a person has something to hide, he will say it. And here, in order to understand what kind of person is in front of you, what kind of person is voicing this phrase, you pay attention to what he does. Not what he says, but what he does. Pay attention to his actions and how those actions make you feel. If you realize that his actions are just red flags signaling that this person can't be trusted, then listen to your feelings. Next, all women are like that. It's a way of devaluing, and also as a way of manipulation. Sometimes men say that all women are materialistic, all women are something else. For example, when a man names and generalizes, says that all women are materialistic, he often hides his greed, his stinginess. That is, men who accuse women of being commercial often have never done anything for women in their lives. Therefore, when a man says that all women are like this and generalizes you, it is a way of manipulation to get what he wants from you. For example, if a man says to you, "I've only met materialistic women, but you're not like that," and you wanted to get flowers on dates, but now you're keeping quiet because you don't want to seem like that, you end up not getting those flowers you really wanted. And don't bring this up so you don't come off as materialistic. And that's a way of manipulation. Next, you will never find someone better than me. And here, again, there is manipulation of your fears and your self-esteem. So at that moment, the person really wants to control the one next to them. And the best way to control someone is to just crush their self-esteem, to destroy it. In a relationship with such a man, a woman's self-esteem will drop to rock bottom. She will stop believing in herself. She will stop seeing her beauty. She will live a not very happy life. So if you see that a man immediately puts you down, think about whether you are ready for a toxic relationship. To such toxic relationships, because you won't be hearing the words you, for example, wanted to hear from a man, and you won't see the actions you'd like to see directed at you. If you loved me, then you would. And there can be a ton of different continuations. And again, this is a way of manipulation and a form of pressure to get what they want. So the man here is only focused on himself. The benefit is above your some desires. And this phrase implies, well, prove to me that you love me. Show me how you love me. Well, if you loved me, you would do this for me. And if you really loved me, you wouldn't say that to me. You wouldn't demand that from me. And all of this is manipulation that won't lead to the development of the relationship and won't give you a sense of happiness in such a relationship moving forward. The next phrase is, you can't manage without me. A man gradually sows the idea in a woman that she, for example, is not capable of anything without him. She just won't be able to handle her life. With this phrase, he destroys self-esteem and self-confidence so that it would be easier to control, so that it would not go away. As long as he needs it, as long as it is beneficial to him, he will keep you around by instilling the idea that you're helpless. At some point, the woman will start to believe that she really can't do anything. So the person next to you can either give you wings or push you into the abyss. These phrases often push a woman into the abyss because they destroy her self-esteem and her belief in herself. These phrases are often spoken by toxic men who are actually afraid of losing a woman, but they use control and manipulation in order to keep her around, in order to use her, in order to get what they need, in order to live the way they want, but at the same time do nothing and blame the person next to them. And the last phrase, you just don't understand me. And here is such an immature personality type. Instead of an open dialogue, instead of talking, for example, about some difficulties, it is easier to again blame the person for not understanding that the person next to him should guess, understand what the man needs after all. And this is again a method of manipulation. And here is an immature man. In fact, he still needs to grow up in order to participate in a relationship, in order to be in a happy relationship. And to start with, you need to learn how to just talk about your thoughts and feelings. That's all I have for this video. This was me, Elisa Vardomska. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Leave a comment about what you'd like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell.